I've a lot of deals today. We're going to be looking, obviously, at our Discord, primarily the deal analysis section. We've got a lot of catching up to do, and I cannot wait to do just that. Let me just pull up the chat here so I can make sure everything's good. I know this always looks a little funny when we do this. There we go. Should have done that beforehand. I actually kind of enjoy how that looks. It's a good little wake up when you kind of see that. So welcome everybody. We'll go ahead and throw the chat here somewhere in the corner. Let me know if you can hear me all right. I'm assuming you can because nobody has said something like you can't hear me. So what's up, everybody? One thing to know already out of the gate for January is we're starting to see kind of what we've been thinking would happen. We're starting to see people put properties on the market like crazy. I'm pretty sure I saw it when, what was it, like the first day of the year, the second or I can't remember when our New Year's was, but I think it was the second. And when I went into the MLS, all of a sudden the MLS was operating at like 10% speed from normal because I think so many people were logging in, making price reductions and inputting new listings. So I'm really, and I've been seeing this sort of surge of inventory happening over the last week, coupled with a decline in interest rates, which, I mean, hey, that's our best combination right here we could be asking for buying deals. So I'm excited to jump into this deal analysis section. I did see one thing I wanted to just touch on over here really quickly because this is a question that comes up a lot. Is John's question down here at the bottom. A lot of people ask me about engineered hardwood floor. And here's something to know. People love saying they have engineered hardwood floor as owners. And guess who doesn't care what the flooring is? The tenants. So pretty much engineered hardwood flooring, make sure you are still good here, right? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Engineered hardwood flooring is basically, here are your main three types of wood flooring. Actually, you got four now. You have the typical laminate flooring, which is basically a very, very inexpensive piece of MDF, which is oftentimes within like thermofoil cabinets, like IKEA cabinets. And that is laminated with literally just a printed on layer of a picture of wood, basically. Then you've got engineered hardwood, which is meant to be like real hardwood, which real hardwood is you've got a slat of oak or walnut, and that's it. It is through and through walnut. So when you go to sand it, you can sand it down and you keep going until you hit the nail heads. And at the time you hit the nail heads, you're done. And you should probably stop sanding it. But usually you could get like 3 to 4 sands out of a floor like that and really refinish it over and over again. So that true hardwood is nice. It's very expensive to do out of the gate now. And what most people do, because so many of us live on concrete slab houses now, is we'll actually go for what's called an engineered wood. These are better for concrete foundations due to vapor issues that you get with regular hardwood. And with engineered hardwood, you oftentimes get a stronger floor. Not that that really matters, but engineered hardwood is layered. So they'll put one plank this way, one plank this way, and then this way, and this way. And usually the bottom planks are just things like plywood. And you have what's called a wear layer of actual hardwood. So with real hardwood floor, the whole thing is that hardwood. With engineered hardwood, maybe the top like a few millimeters is actually hardwood. So if you took a sander to hardwood, it works. If you took a sander to engineered hardwood, it works up to a certain point, and they'll sell you different wear layer thicknesses. And if you try to sand laminate, you end up with nothing. It's just the picture goes away, and then you're down at basically throwing it away. Then there are vinyl planks that now look like wood. Those are great because they're scratch resistant and they're waterproof. And anything with tenants and potential kids or pets, I like waterproof because hardwood, engineered hardwood, and laminate all bubble and warp if they get wet. Especially laminate. Laminate pretty much gets destroyed when it gets wet. Not a good time. So then you also have, this was in for a period of time. This was called porcelain tile, meant to look like wood. And that wood flooring, again, porcelain tile, was very popular for a certain period of time. It doesn't go down as easily as the vinyl plank, which has pretty much totally replace people's interest in the wood-looking porcelain tile, mostly due to labor costs. You could install the vinyl plank for like $3 a foot in terms of labor, whereas tiling, you're usually, for a good tiler, you could be $8 to $12 a foot. So, all right, let's get into the deal analysis section. And let's scroll back up to where I was. And we're sharing screen, obviously, so we can do all of this research together. So let's just go from the top. Again, if you want me to look at your deals, this is always going to be the best place to look at the deals, so to speak. So let's jump right into our first one here. Let's go to North Hills, California. Let me pull this a little closer here. If I unplug something, I'm going to cry. This way I can actually reach. I'm always so nervous with these live streams that I'm going to unplug something. Actually, today, and I don't know if it works, but I brought a second mic. Right now, I have the volume off on it, but just in case something funny happens, like you can't hear me. Okay, let's pop this into the Googles, and let's see what we've got. So we're going to start as we always do, and we're going to try to advise each of your deals here. So if you don't want to see other people's deals, you could just skip around on the replay, or you can watch me do other things. Okay, so great photography so far, like that. But usually when I look at wedge deals, I specifically look for properties that have bad photography. I like poorly marketed properties. Poorly marketed properties are a great way to get more opportunity, because usually my favorite place is the place that has no pictures of the inside, because immediately you have buyers that will say, oh, this must be a horrible fixer-upper. This one must be terrible. So this is off the 405, San Fernando. This is actually not too far from me. Oh, look, it's by Sky Zone. I love that place. So what do we got? So we're off busy streets. You are on the entrance to a neighborhood. These look like this could be an alley back here. Let's see what this is. So that's an alley they've got right here, Plummer Street. You're an entrance to a neighborhood. You're gonna actually get this. This is a weird thing, but in this area, you will get a certain ethnicity of or group of people that really won't like that the street goes right into the house. So sometimes that's something to know for resale value, and we kind of want to look up the statistics for people that might be worried about that in your area. Something to know. I like that it doesn't have a pool, because you've got all these pool homes around here. Look at this. This is like a pool cluster over here. And they had a pool. I bet you they had a pool right here, and they closed it in. Look at that. Anyway, so I like that it doesn't, because there's a lot of liability with that. Channel, am I a gamer? I used to be. Did you see the RuneScape coins over there? So what are your thoughts on this deal? Okay, yeah, this is the one we're looking at right now. So you were next up anyway. And the right price to pay for it. Cosmetic TLC. Okay, let's figure that out. So let's keep looking at this. So it's $489. I don't even look at the Zillow estimates. I just don't trust these things. Oh, I like it. Okay, I like this. So we've got acoustic ceiling. We've got this sort of partition wall here, which those little things are usually worthless. This was built in 56. It's been on the market 4 days. Okay, so this is pretty new. First thing I would do is check to make sure, or check to see if they have offers. Because if they have offers, your negotiating power is going to go down. So this could be hardwood floor, but it doesn't look like it's on a raised foundation. It could be. Actually, it could be. Well, we'll find out. We'll see here in a moment. I like this. Come on, they got a barrel. This is so perfect. This is, I mean, so far, it looks very, very perfect for being wedgy. One thing to know is it's very clean. They've got a lot of clutter. Oh, this is priceless. So, I mean, I love this because it's right back to the 70s style. And a lot of buyers are going to walk into this. They'll see the wood paneling. They'll see the acoustic ceiling. They'll say things like, oh, no, what about the asbestos and things like that? And they won't even notice that. Are these dual pane windows over here? Let's see if we can get a little closer look. Wow, this is incredible. This is your original 50s cabinet right here, which keeping that hardware is actually pretty popular right now. This hardware is solid wood, which is incredible. I would almost just lightly sand that and paint that and keep it. Love the bathroom. We've got, that's wallpaper wainscoting. These are sometimes a little bit of smaller shower. Very, very similar to a property, actually a few properties that we own. I like this. I really like this. You know, something you could do over here with the tub is you could actually glaze this, but it's kind of weird not to have a shower head over here. So we usually cut open the drywall, get a shower head in here, you know, put a curtain rod and maybe tile all the way up just so people can shower. But having just that bathtub is a little bit weird, but it's a good opportunity because you're going to shut out a lot of other buyers. I like this so far. Location looks good. 489 for North Hills. I mean, if this was Ventura, I'd be thinking this is a good deal. So North Hills, I'm pretty sure their prices are more expensive over there. Of course, using the good old Zillows, they never put a pin where the things are on the map. But let's look at comps together here for a second. So let's see, because I like this. Okay, so this seems to, we got a couple low things going on here. What is this? 507. So this is a smaller floor plan. Actually, this is the smaller floor plan. Oh, this is the public auction one from auction.com. And that's not coming up until next month. Okay, so I'm not worried about that. Then, let's see. This is, okay, this is on the busy street, so I don't care about that one. I want recently solds. Actually, honestly, I could open up the MLS, but I want to do this with you folks like this. Actually, let's leave for rent. Let's see what's our rental competition in the area. $3,600. What do you get? 17. Oh, this is good. Okay, this means, oh my gosh, a dated place is going for 3,500, and it has a pool, but that doesn't mean they're going to get it. And now check to see if a pool is common in your area. I just don't like the idea. Okay, this is large. This has probably been added on to. What do we got over here? That's 600, so that's a room. Yeah, I wish they did recently rented. Maybe they do somewhere and I don't know about it. What is this? 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, so look, so they're asking about $3,000 a month for $500,000 properties. Kind of like that. I mean, I would put some, see, this one's remodeled though. I would put some, first of all, I'd probably call these folks to see, are they still on the market? They're a little bit larger than the one you have or are looking into. So that's, you've got some competition around the 3. You might be around $2,800, but so far, let's also look at sales. What is this? Here's a 3 and 2 that sold with a pool for $497. Yeah, it looks like it was probably one that needed work as well. No pictures of the inside. There's your wedge deal right there. No pictures of the inside and the pool. But again, I'm not so convinced that having the pool was necessarily the best idea. This is good. So they made a 4th bedroom, which you might be able to make a 4th bedroom in the one that you have. Let's see. This one's nicely remodeled. Okay, nicely remodeled 6. This is looking very wedgy. I mean, look at the neighborhood. Everything here in the neighborhoods is going for 6 something. Here's a low sale at 540. Smaller square footage, also dated. I mean, come on, there's not much of a difference between this one we're looking at here and the one that you're looking at, with the exception of the fact, that you know, that one sold for 540 in summertime. And now they are asking, what was it, like 4 something? I like it. I like this. 49. This is great. Oh, 6. Oh, it's larger than I thought it was. I thought it was like 1,400 square feet. Roof is 3 years old. Are you serious? Hold on. They might be including the patio room. I wouldn't like that as much because, see, this was an addition. So this was probably originally a 1,249 square footer, and they're including this square footage. Very important to make sure that that is permitted. I'm assuming for this year that this was built, that's exactly what's going on here. Let's see what they said. Why would you say original kitchen? I mean, it's obvious, but like it just feels like wasted marketing effort. You could easily say, for any of you in the agent course, this is wasted marketing to say it's an original kitchen. You could say, imagine this kitchen with white cabinets, which you could spray on for $3,000 or whatever. Okay, yeah, large added family room. There it is. Yep. This is a waste of time to tell me what it can be used for. Sorry, I'm getting into the agent live stream here where I complain about people's marketing. Don't miss this great home close to shopping. Yeah, whatever. I like this. This is cool. I like this deal a lot. See if they have any offers. Grind them down on price, but definitely like this. All right, what else do we got? Who's next? Very, very good. So then we've got Ben. This property has the first floor commercial and residential upstairs. I think the location might make the commercial profitable, but to my knowledge, once it is commercial, I cannot go back to going residential. Is there additional risk if the business does not want to leave? Let's see what you got. Ooh, cool. I like this so far. I love being close to rivers, and I love being close to Little Caesars. Oh yeah, look at this. Wow, you're right by the fire department, Russian grocery store, the church, the bank. You're right in the mix right here. I mean, I have no idea where this place is, but I like the look of this so far. You're not too close to the airport. We had one the other week where we were right by the airport, but that actually ended up looking like a good deal too. Oh, this is cool. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing Not seeing bars on the windows. That's good. The street looks nicely paved. Oh, look, they actually care about the city streets. You see how they got the brick and the sidewalk with the multicolored fire hydrant here and this little thing here. This actually means they're spending tax dollars in these areas. I know people might think, oh, Kevin, this is boring. What are you talking about? This stuff's just old, right? The stuff around here, who cares? But this is cute. I like this. That's fancy. All right, what do we got? So here it is. How long has this place been for sale? Because, okay, apartment for rent. I was going to say, if it had a for sale sign, oh, I'm cutting myself off. If it had a for sale sign and Google had it, that means this place is perpetually for sale. So what do you got next to you? This, yeah, I like this. Okay, you got sort of there's no ducting because you got the AC sort of on the outside here. What is this next to you? A paint shop or something? They've got a mail drop box. What is it? Fitness warehouse. Sounds good to me. I like this look. I mean, you know, this is going to appeal to like an attorney or a CPA or something. And when you appeal to attorneys and CPAs, you really want to make sure you like, is Bridge Street really a notable street? I'm assuming it is, but you know, who's that? Custom rubber stamps. Yeah. Okay. So if that's the business that's still there, I'd be worried because custom rubber stamps ain't going to make it in the day of the internet unless they're actually manufacturing there. Like this, bank next door. You got your fixer right here. There's your wedge deal right next door. Great walkability. I agree. I like this look. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So I like the look of it so far. What do we got? What else? Let's Fizbo. Let's do some more Googling on this thing. Let's see if we can find a listing. Bridge Street. Did we say number 3? I don't think we said number 3. Oh, we'll see what we got. Is it listed for 229? Yeah, folks, if you ever want, do me a favor also and put in what price the place is for sale for. Zestimate 232. Rare 2-owner Victorian home in Old Town, New Cumberland. Okay. Potential income $2,900. Well, I like the sound of that. Trulia, comps are residential. Talked about comparable sales. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. So they're starting to imply that the residential sales in the area are lower, which sounds to me like it could be a frustrated owner that, a frustrated owner that is trying to get an unrealistic price. So be careful of that. Do not overpay for this thing. So let's see here. I guess it does no good when comments are hidden if I'm sharing my screen. Thanks, YouTube. So, wow, yeah, okay. This is, I mean, it's dated. And honestly, if the stamp store goes, I think it's going to be hard to place a tenant with the way it is. It needs paint. It needs the wall work, flooring. I don't know how this roof doesn't look like one of the newest roofs. And this is I mean, I'm assuming it's an older building. 1897. Yeah, no kidding. So you've got some considerations there. I mean, you probably still have knob and tube going around for electrical. Okay, yeah, so here it is, listed for sale, $221. I mean, I like the potential income. I do. I just wouldn't want to try to rent that place. I'd drive up and down the street and see how many other commercial places are for rent. It's so hard to rent these things. So we got a gun shop that's paying $650. That's interesting. I've never thought about having a gun shop tenant. Call Paul right here. Call Paul and find out if they've got any offers and how flexible this owner is. It's a little harder to value these things. First floor asking $750. So they're asking, they're not getting. So the bottom's empty. That's bad. Upstairs rental is $1050. That's easy. You could easily rent the upstairs. This is pennies. That's pennies. Have maintained this magnificent building. Expenses. Blah blah blah. Yeah, verify these things. Okay. So I don't like that one commercial thing is empty. Oh, this one has 43 pictures. That's good. Love the flowers they had there on the side. So what is this? Are these the garages in the back? They must be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, detached garage. That makes sense for this age that it was built in. Oh, cool. Attic space. Make sure they're not including that in the square footage. Super. I mean, the whole thing is pretty dang original. Yeah, you got some work. Why would they put those pictures up? You got some work to do here. Let's see. You have some moisture intrusion maybe going along on the inside here. Definitely verify after a nice rain. See if you're having any moisture issues down here. You probably are starting to have some. That just gets worse over time. But I'm not seeing any kind of cracking, which is good. I mean, I like this. I personally, I'd almost want to put my own office in there and rent out the unit above and things like that. The price is nice though. I mean, I don't know what things are going for in the area here, but overall, this seems nice. It's something that could have potential. We definitely run the comps. I know it's going to be impossible almost to find commercial comps on here, so you might consider going to LoopNet and digging around. Commercial comps are a little harder to find, but do some digging and really see what the here you got some rental comps. You can really see what things are going for in the area. And what's this? Here's something that sold for 220. What is this? Sold for 220, single family house. Rent estimate is 1,200. Well, I mean, look, if you look at something like that, I mean, that did sell last year. Well, actually 2 years ago now. So 2 years ago, you had a house that sold for $220,000 that was renting for 1,200. You've got a lot more potential income over here. Well, that's starting to make this one look nice. I mean, the fact that they're saying potential rental income, yeah, but they're also projecting. But then again, 230,000 bucks. I don't know. This is interesting. I like the income. I'm not sure as far as, it does you no good if the bottom is empty and you have a bunch of maintenance issues that you have to worry about and it's dated. If you can bring this, if you could restore this, how walkable is it? I didn't see a lot of people walking around on the street view. See how walkable it is? How good is this area? You would obviously know better. I don't see a lot of foot traffic. So really, it's almost like you're going to be, oh, cool. What is this little plaza here? It looks to me like you're really appealing to people with cars. What kind of parking do you have up here? This doesn't seem like you get so much walkability except maybe churchgoers. And you might not be able to use their parking. So here's an issue for you. Let's look at that. Could be a bigger issue. What do we got in the back? Parking in the back? There we go. So whose lot is this? And do you have any rights to use this lot? That's a big issue. The whole place has 0 parking. And if you're not allowed to use this lot, that becomes very difficult. This is definitely a drive destination property. Yeah, and I don't think anybody's able to park right here. My assumption is people might only be able to park on the other side of the street. What does that say? Church parking over there. Yeah, okay. So be careful if that's the shared lot. All right, let's move on. Also, Ben, another interesting property in the same area. This is a fixer-upper. I like that sound already. What do we got? So $121,000, so half the price. We just looked at a comp that sold for $230,000. I like that one a lot. Here's a nice fixer. Let's see. Very, very cosmetic fixer. This is perfect. Gosh, everything needs to be redone. What's the square footage here? Let's find out. So this is, I don't need more pictures on something like this. Wow, it's 3,045 square feet and a 2,000 square foot basement plus, oh wow, there's a lot of room in here. That's a big place. There are 9 rooms on the first floor plus 5 on the second floor. 1946, 2 fireplaces, sold strictly as is. All inspections, no repairs will be done. Why can you get so much square footage? It's a little red flag for me. Is why can you get so much square footage for such a cheap price? Might have something to do with the area. Yeah, obviously, you're going to drop 80 to 80 at the low. That's if you're doing some work. Probably closer to 120K if you really wanted to do everything right. Look, you could spend less if it was a rental property. So I just don't know much about the area here, but something to always look at is what's our population growth? This doesn't seem like it's in an area. I mean, obviously they don't care about the streets as much over here, but yeah, I mean, it's sort of at the end over here. Do you have any flooding issues ever from this river would be another consideration. What is this? Is this like a little manufacturing thing here? This could be, and that's another thing to keep in mind is, do you start going into, see a printing? Yeah. Do you start getting into commercial areas where it's not so neighborhood friendly and now it becomes a little harder to rent? Look at that. They got their above ground pool over here. Yeah, watch for this one. That's a lot of work. And you really want to see that there are actually houses around here selling for significantly more. I mean, if this place sold for $90,000 and then it'd be worth $250, you'd even have to ask yourself, is it worth putting in the 120 grand that you'd have to put? Because this is more than just the basic cosmetics. I mean, this is everything. All right, next house. What else we got? So, can't get you. Yep. Yeah, no, that's always something interesting is how different areas are in terms of what deals you can get. Is a certain way you want this formatted? Yeah, no, just if you guys give me the link, the amount, or what your plans are in terms of what you think the fix up will be, the rental amount, and so on and so forth. Happy to look at these things. Infographics, went on vacation, saw property, thought it might be a good investment. All right, let's look at Bishop, California. So welcome to California. 26 units. Ooh, these are fun. Let's see. Make sure everybody's still doing good. You guys are still doing good. All right. $2.1 million, 26 units. This is on our good old LoopNet. What do we have here? Primrose Lane Apartments. Ooh, I like the sound of this so far. I don't like when the street name says highway, but that shouldn't be a big deal. It could be an offer. Okay, so we're going to be over here. There we go. Okay, good, good. I like this. I like this so far. I don't know the area, but we're going to figure it out right now. What is this lake? There's a lake in California. What is that? I wonder if there's actually water in it today. What do we got here? Oh, okay. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. What's my favorite intro song is, I can't think of it right now. Whatever. Billy Joel. And where is that? The auto body shop. Oh, whatever. Okay, auto center. No muff, too tough. All right, yeah. I mean, this is going to be noisy, and it's going to affect your tenant's desire to be here. And you're across from the mobile home community, and it's literally a mobile home community, like not like a manufactured home community. Fly shop. This place, wow. I love it when I see these colors and the original wood shake roof. Got some bars on the windows. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Going back roads over here. All right, let's look specifically at our oh, well, we can walk around over here. I want to find these apartments. Okay, you get a little cafe over here. I mean, this is cool. It's very very rustic. I mean, everything feels that has that sort of that 1950s feel, which could be fine. Maybe that's just the way it is. As long as you just make sure you have that sort of consistency of tenants. That would be my only concern with this particular deal, is being right behind this. It's a little bit of a yeah, but as in, yeah, it might look like a great deal on paper, but when this is what your neighbor is, you might have some issues. You actually have to drive past the auto body to get into it. Is it moving? No, it's not. I don't think it's moving out. It is Billy Joel. We got to look now. Billy Joel. What is his song? Sorry, guys. I have to do this. Yeah, no, what is it? Billy Joel. Sorry. You guys made me do it. Where is it? Oh, is it? No, it's not. Uptown Girl. Of course. Of course. I'm not going to play the ad. Uptown Girl. Right at the beginning. They're at the auto mechanic shop. All right. So this is all I could see of this place. I don't understand why they have to put the dumpster in the first spot. I mean, for this place being for sale, perfect. Perfect. But that's the first thing I would do, is move that. The roof, just from the looks of this, looks like it's got some age on this thing. So keep in mind, you've got a couple dangers here already with possibly paving, the auto body shop. They leave the dumpster up the front, which could be good. I mean, that's movable. Exactly. Dated town, but close to nature with cool views. I would say try to get a pig closer to bigger communities to benefit from a property appreciation. Yeah, and that's somewhat what I'm feeling like as well. So Daniel's got a great point here. Sometimes with these smaller towns, you just really don't see the appreciation. You'll buy this thing for $2.1 million, and in 5 years, it'll be 2.125, and you can't even cover your selling costs. So 26 units. Yeah, built in 72. That's not so bad. So I don't like that. 72 is good because you could actually possibly buy something that's a wedge deal. Now, the biggest question here is checking what biggest question is the rental history. How many of these units are vacant, and how long are people on average staying there? If people are renting these things and we're getting cash flow, and typically these people just want to live in this area, and they want to walk to that cafe and they're staying there for 2-3 years at a time, great. I doubt it, but that would be great. If they see if they've been trying to sell it for a while, if they drop the price 500 grand. All right, what do we got? Here they say, again, I don't even look at people's cap rates and that stuff. I do all the math on it. Under market rents, that's low to zero vacancy town. Yeah, but see, look, they're contradicting themselves right here in the line. Low to zero vacancy town, but the rents are low. So if the rents were market rents, what would the vacancy be? Right? It's like if I were going to be marketing this, I would be separating those two things. 26 units made up of 13 one-bedrooms and 13 two-bedrooms. That's not bad. I do like that. If this was 26 studios, I'd be vomiting. But 2 bedrooms is good for longevity of tenants. Pool and on-site laundry with coin-operated washer dryer, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Why would you put the parcel number in the marketing like so prominently? So, yeah, it's kind of lonely around here. So keep that in mind. New AC units in some apartments. Hey, this doesn't mean much. All right. Total rents collected. If this was really true, if they could really get an extra $60,000, usually they'd be doing it. But it might be true. They might not want to rock the boat right now. Okay. So, I mean, we'll play some quick numbers on it. Let's see what they're operating at right now. They have laundry bringing in $6,000 as well. Okay, whatever. Let's just do this. $230,000 times 0.65. That's our 35% expense ratio. Here is our net income divided by the 211. That has us at about 7.1 cap is the way it shows at current. That's at current rents. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. It's you're getting a higher cash flow here for sure because you're not seeing the appreciation. But let's say we could even raise the rents to $250,000. 250 times 0.65 divided by the purchase price. So okay, so yeah, you're somewhere between 7 to 7.5%. Being a little bit more conservative with the rents. I could use a higher expense ratio. What is all this stuff that comes up on private browsers here? I always like seeing what Google recommends on private browsers. Okay, cool. Oh, I did that. Cancel. Okay, expenses. Be careful with these expenses. Okay, hold on. Let's see what expenses they're saying they have. They're saying they have expenses of $99,406 on $230,000 of income. I'm not even using the laundry right now. A little bit higher. So their expense ratio is a little bit higher, which is good. That means they're not BSing. That means they're probably being a little bit realistic here. Okay. See the age of that roof. See what the longevity is of these tenants. I like the cash flow. If you were on vacation in the area, be careful that you're not being enchanted with that sort of cute small town feel and really understand the appreciation and the longevity of this because the last thing you want to do is be selling this place for $1.5 million in the future. Which, I mean, I don't think. I mean, as long as you have that consistent tenant, it could be good. That's a good one. I like that. Do like that. All right, what else do we got? Hey, nobody makes fun of Billy Joel. Love that guy. All right. On the next live stream, can we go over the numbers on this deal in the pipeline? Frank, what deal? Oh, okay. I said send the link. Okay. I'd like to go over my deal with everyone. It's the deal that is a Liz Pendants. I called as a realtor, but then negotiated better price, and I'm buying with someone else. Money for 40% equity in the deal with no money in the deal that I have. Okay, cool. So this person's able to borrow everything. He's got a partnership going on, wants to go over the deal. I'd love to go over the deal too. Send it over. Okay, good. Would you be able to do it? Okay, this is different. So here's Frank. Okay, good. So Frank says... Frank has a purchase price of $122,500. No, sorry, that's one. Okay, repairs of $45,000. After repair value, $215,000. So Frank thinks he's got himself a wedge deal over here. How can you take me, a newbie, and break down the costs involved and what the profit would be? Well, okay. Oh my gosh, hard money with an interest rate of 12%. Well, first of all, you should be able to shop that, get that down to 10%. But honestly, it doesn't matter so much. This would not be a rental. I would be the selling agent. Okay, so you're gonna get paid a commission here, going in and going out. But that's fine. I think that crashed. Something crashed, but you guys are still alive. Good. So what do we got here? Let's look at this deal. So we got somebody here that thinks they're going to flip a 2-bedroom, 2-bath at 1,100 square feet. So initially my concern is, okay, it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath for 1,100 square feet. Feels a little small. Posting removed, listed for sale. Why was it? Oh, okay. They've been trying to get rid of this place for a while, unless it's sold back in 2012. What are 2-and-1s going for around here? Look at this, is danger. I'm going to start there. Because before we start talking about flipping, let's challenge your after rehab value. This is for sale for $150,000. It's 300 square feet smaller. Okay, good. That doesn't concern me because it's kind of a fixer itself. Here we have again 300 square feet smaller, a 2-and-1, doesn't have the second bath. Selling for $143, also needs some work. Good. What else? I need some high sales, folks. This could be dangerous. A 3-and-1. What do we got? This is a 3-and-1 pending, a pending 3-and-1, the same square footage. So you've got a bath, but they've got an extra bedroom. But you're thinking your after rehab value is $215. And here's a 3-and-1 selling for $185. It might actually close for $175. If we look at this and it's remodeled, you're probably screwed. Okay, good. It's mostly original. This is good. I like this. I want some remodeled comps though. I might have to go to Zillow here. All right, what is this? $219. Are we now getting to remodeled, or are we leaving the area? That's always the danger with using these little scrolly things at the bottom, is you might just end up in a totally different town. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Oh, this is on Home Ave. That's funny. So this is for sale. It has not sold yet. This looks very similar. You've got the extra bathroom, and it is listed for sale for $219. How long has it been on the market? 12 days. That's not bad. Okay. Public Records actually shows this as a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Be careful. That could be tricky. Oh, but it says that for yours as well. Okay, good. Very, very similar properties here. So how remodeled is this place? Because this right here could potentially be your indicator as to your after repair value. Let's Google Maps this. Oh, that one looks like it's by the railroad. And let's find yours. Directions. Okay. Okay, so slightly different areas. We're about a mile apart, so there's a risk in that. Although the one on Home Ave is by the railroad, it looks like. Yeah, the one on Home Ave is by the railroad. I don't know, just the thought of being on Home Ave, that just seems creepy. It's like too perfect. Okay, we have our other neighborhood over here somewhere. Where'd it go? Of course, Kevin can't figure out how to use the maps program correctly. That's sad. Okay, there we go. There it is. Oh, okay, what's it? So this is, okay, I like this. This is closer to, there we go. This is closer to sort of the downtown main street they have around here. Loyola Medical Center, we've got parks, Oak Park. Okay, all right. This could be good or bad, depending on what kind of commercial activities are going on over here. Hopefully we don't have any kind of, we got a puppy shop. This is better. I mean, it could be loud, but you're, what, 10 houses away from the puppy shop, and you're not near the automotive shop. Okay, I like this. I like this so far. So let's see what this comp is going for. So do you want to, I won't do this on repeat too much here, but you want to do similar things like this. Let's see why this place is not selling. Okay, this is good. So it's actually, they have way too much stuff in here to be able to sell this place. Way too much stuff. They tried making a custom entertainment center. They really need to get new pictures to get the Christmas tree out of there. They got way too many rugs that are making this place feel smaller. It's actually not highly remodeled. I mean, some of the things here are relatively dated. The kitchen's all right. That is weird. Look how they put that cabinet right there next to that vent. I wonder if you can even open that. That's weird. Somebody was like, I really have to have a vent hood rather than a vent under a cabinet. Come on. I don't know. And stuff like this, you always want to be careful of. When people remodel weird ways, Gosh, they have so much stuff. Oh my gosh. Like, okay, this is good. This is good. If these people sell, good. Because if you remodel the other one, oh, this is their basement. That could be good. And they made an extra bedroom. Okay, so that's what they're calling the third bedroom over there. Okay, cool. All right. So I like that so far. So let's place some numbers on your deal. But let's look at the pictures first. Wow. Okay, yeah, this is everything, which is fine. That's all got to go. Everything's got to go. Wow. This is great. I mean, it's a full-on fixer. Nice. Nice. I love this. I mean, I personally really like this. It looks like you got some water intrusion happening over here at the windows, so be careful. You're probably going to have to replace those windows. And make sure to seal this wall up very, very well, because if you've got sort of mildew intrusion down here, it's going to be a little bit of an issue. You got all your brick wall, you got your studs, everything's exposed. I love it when the ceiling fans go droopy. That's a sign that you're in a good deal. The ceiling fan is so old, it can't even hang anymore. It like the arms are starting to droop. That's priceless. This is great. This is so perfect. Look at this carpet. Everything about this is going to scare away every single person, except for you. I like this. I like this deal a lot so far. The issue is, well, it's 1,100 square feet. It's probably 1,100 square feet plus the basement. Bungalows, tremendous upside, hardwood floors. Okay, being sold as is, whatever. It's been for sale for 4 days. What kind of offer activity do they have on this? I don't know that I would want to get into a bidding war on this thing, because honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to sell this thing for more than $230,000. Just based on some of the comps we looked at, I think 230 is probably my max. I would probably do my numbers like you said at 215 to 220. But let's just do a spreadsheet here and see what we can do. All right, where am I going? Not all this stuff. Apps. Here we go. Let's pull up numbers. And let's see what we've got. New. Oh, my bill pay section. See, I actually do what I say I do. In the investment course, you'll see my bill pay spreadsheets. You could actually download them. And you can see every month in there. So you guys can see, this is how you guys are going to get to know me. See that? Oh, Kevin really does what he says. Okay, so let's do some fix-up costs here. So again, as with me, I never like templated spreadsheets. I mean, I feel like it'd make you guys feel good if I gave you some spreadsheets, but it wouldn't align with. And I've given you some spreadsheets already, but like for these fix and flips, it wouldn't align with how I like operating. I like making my new little spreadsheet, throwing the sum at the bottom. We'll put item over here. We'll put price over here. Let's cost this one out. Cost it out. All right, here we go. So we'll pull up the pictures. Obviously, I don't have everything, so I'm going to have to cover myself and you guys for a second. Let's go through this line by line. So what are we going to spend money on? Well, we're going to do the landscape. We're not going to do as much in the back. We'll probably do 40%. Let me just minimize me for a second. We'll probably do like 40% grass. It seems to be in your area, and then a combination of mulch. So that's good. Check to see if these are, if you've got any kind of structural issues here. You got the parapet roof, you got a flat roof. Honestly, that roof is probably going to need some reflashing. So roof reflashing. Let's just throw $5,000 in for reflashing the roof, possibly just redoing the roof up there. Let's say for windows, you've got these awnings up here, and it looks like possibly both of these are leaking. Ideally, you don't do the windows if you can get away with it, if you could solve the issues without doing the windows, because it's a lot of work. I would much prefer to paint this molding, paint all the molding inside, refinish the hardwood floors. 1,000 square feet of hardwood floor. Hardwood refinish, I will throw about $4 a foot onto this, so we'll say $4,000. Removing the wallpaper, painting, scraping, fixing drywall, everything on the inside, drywalling the downstairs, and then painting that. Let's say drywall for down. Let's go $3,000. Paint inside. Let's do, I don't know your prices in the area. I'm going to go $6,000. So I'm just going with vendors that I might use. Let's do some exterior paint. It's not going to be as much because you're brick, but we'll replace the fence. We'll paint the side fence. So we'll do some painting on the outside. Let's do exterior paint and misc paint. Let's just call it $2,000. The kitchen, we're not gonna spend more than 12 on the kitchen. On the appliances, we'll go 2,500 bucks. The electrical, I like to go big on electrical because I think it's sort of the finishes. Check to see if this heating stuff works. Let's go 4,500. It's not that big of a place, but all the outlets, the switches, the light fixtures. You've only got that. It said you had 2 bathrooms. It could be because one of those bathrooms was down in the basement. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. That's priceless. So let's do repairs for basement. I'm just gonna put sort of a $4,000 repairs budget for the basement in there. That could be like mildew remediation or things above and beyond the fact that we're drywalling down there. And I would certainly see, how the layout works here, but it wouldn't be that hard to kind of, drywall this in. But this whole shower and all this tiling, everything down here is gonna have to go. Check if this thing is legal. Bath down, is it legal? Check that, but otherwise it probably wouldn't spend more than I'll say $5,000 on the down. On the up bath, I'd probably spend closer to $8,000. Flooring. Then we got some probably just do some vinyl plank in the areas that you don't have the flooring downstairs. So let's go with $3,000. It shouldn't even be $3,000 honestly, but let's just go high on that. Baseboards. Make sure that these heating units function because those could be expensive. Make sure the boiler works. Let's just say plumbing. Let's put a $3,000 budget in for plumbing. We've got our kitchen, then we're gonna have hardware. So new door hinges, lock sets. Let's put 1,500 bucks. Oh, lath and plaster, goody. A little harder to repair. So far we've got new ceiling fans, we've got new bathrooms, we got a new kitchen, we got new flooring downstairs, we got drywall downstairs, we got a refinished hardwood floor, we've got the walls painted here. All this tile's got to go. That's right. You've got so much tile up here. It's not all hardwood. It's tougher to make hardwood meet hardwood. So honestly, I'm just going to take this and say hardwood refinish plus vinyl plank. And now we have to bump the price. Probably going to have to at least do quarter round or something. So let's go 6,500 here. Okay, so you're getting into this thing for 66K already. That's a lot. And when we don't even have a reserve yet. We need dump and demo. Dump, demo, 2,000 bucks, reserve. I don't know. Let's just put $10,000 in for a reserve. So let's figure out just like this. If you put 80 grand into the place, let's say you have permits and stuff you have to do, permits, paperwork, whatever. I'm being conservative on some of the things here. So now we have $80,000 going into this deal. Let's bring Kevin back. There we go. $80,000 going into the deal. Let's drop a table here. Oh, I have to go soon. Oh, I totally forgot. I have to go to some stupid TSA pre-check thing. Okay. So let's finish analyzing this deal here. Purchase price. We'll do some formulas here. Let's put 120 in for purchase price. It's listed for 129. I hope it doesn't have multiple offers. So we're going to put 120 in for purchase price. Then we're going to put fix up number. We will use the 80 grand we have here. Then we're going to do purchase price fix up. Then we're going to have holding costs. Holding costs. Let's say you're holding this for, I don't know, 100 days at $100. Next time we'll try the Redfin app. Check it out. So holding costs, then we've got, that's going to include like utilities and insurance and your interest and your property taxes. You're paying a lot in interest though. So honestly, your holding costs, especially if you're paying points on the loan, let's make that $15,000. And then we will say that your break-even point, we're going to have some selling costs here. Break-even point's going to be 120, 80, 15. Take this number to, yeah, that's not looking good so far. So then you have your selling costs. Now you're representing yourself as a realtor, but you want to get paid. Divided by 0.94, I'll say, because you're going to bind your policy on the purchase. So right now you've got zero profit at $230,000. If I go in and I say I can buy this thing for 100 grand, assuming there are no offers, and I can pick this thing up at 100. I'm probably looking at a max of about $23,000 of profit. Now, if I can get the fix up down, if I can get the fix up down 15 grand and just be a little bit more tight with my budget, then I might be looking at a profit of between 20 to 30, maybe $40,000 if the market jumped on me. So, yeah. Here's what you got to do. You got to, if you guys go for this, I really think you got to get it for obviously as low as possible. If this place has multiple offers, I don't think it's a deal. I don't think this is a deal for really anything over 115. If you have to pay over 115, it starts getting risky. If you can buy this deal for 115 and you can keep your fix-up costs very tight, that could be good. Use the basement as sort of your, okay, worst case, if we have to spend more somewhere else, we'll spend less in the basement. But see, windows would kill you. That's the thing. I didn't even put windows in here. If you've got 6 windows that are leaking and you got to put another 5 grand in here for windows, and that might be conservative, not 50 grand, 5 grand. That's going to start eating right into your profit. So you could see how as soon as you start touching systems, I mean, we do have roof stuff in here too. I was trying to be conservative with the stuff, but you don't have anything in here for staging, which I don't know if that's common in your area. But yeah, I'd be careful on this one. So yeah, hopefully, I do like the Realtor.com app. I like the Redfin app. These are things that I'm definitely in support of. And yeah, definitely have some catching up to do. I think I've got, 3 or 4 more deals to analyze here. So we're going to have to save some of these for Thursday. And I got to get to this stupid TSA thing. So I wonder if they're mad at me. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm gonna take off. Thank you so much for being here. We did a great one, 51 minutes. That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see y'all in the next